Thank you for allowing Group 7, consisting of Logan Bean, Garrett Mattila, and Kerry Park, to present our project selection proposal and our justification for which the two projects we're going to analyze that will best suit our company. One of the first things we developed was a schedule comparison to outline how long our resources would be required for each of the two projects we compared. On the left is the bridge project schedule showing completion in 6 months, and on the right is the schedule for the data center project showing completion in 10.5 months. The bridge project requires significant heavy equipment, while the data center will require a mixture of both outdoor and indoor work. Most of the interior work will take place in the summer, allowing us to move heavy equipment elsewhere. We then developed a cost comparison for the two projects to determine the profit potential of each. We're estimating 12% profit on the bridge project, or $1.68 million, versus 10% profit on the data center project, or $2.5 million. Significant work for the bridge replacement includes the girders, beams, and concrete pavement, while significant costs for the data center include the precast walls, HVAC and electrical, and concrete pavement. Obtaining additional concrete quotes could potentially increase profit on either project as it is the largest cost driver. After developing schedules and estimates, we conducted a go, no-go analysis on each project. We considered 20 questions equally scored at 5 points each and decided to pursue projects with a score of 75 or higher. Following will be a discussion of each project in detail.
The first project up for consideration by Brassfield and Gorey is a 23,800 square foot, 1.5 megawatt data center that is located in Starkville, Mississippi. The project is a negotiated design build for a private developer who, if awarded, will be a new client of Brassfield and Gorey's. The project contract is estimated at $25 million. A few challenges to consider are the need for a fast-track schedule. The project will be awarded on November 15, 2023, and the data center must be online no later than October 31, 2024. Also, Brassfield and Gorey does not possess an extensive track record in the mission-critical sector, so this will be a new venture for the company. For both projects being evaluated for bid by Brassfield and Gorey, a risk analysis has been used. For Project 1, the risk analysis was based on 3 separate categories of risk, the first being financial risk, the second being design risk, and the last being unforeseen risk. First, when considering financial risk, the estimated budget for the project is $25 million. Upon evaluation, the average project value for a Brassfield and Gorey project is $29 million. Therefore, the price range for this project is right inside the wheelhouse of the company. On the other hand, estimating a project in a new sector of work, which will be the case with the data center, can present potential challenges. The design is very important, which will rely on estimators having a previous knowledge or gaining the knowledge to be able to create accurate and proper takeoffs. Design risk. Project number 1 is a negotiated design build, which is, along with the project value, is also within the wheelhouse of Brassfield and Gorey. The data center is a new venture, therefore the design would be something that would be embarking on a new territory. The data center is also on a fast-track schedule, which would not allow for any design-related delays. Lastly, unforeseen risk. Unforeseen potential challenges may arise like any project, especially for a project that is in a new sector of work, which is the case with the data center. Severe weather is always a potential challenge, and the project being completed by October will also go through the 3 months, June, July, and August, which received the most rainfall in Mississippi. The project site could also present unforeseen challenges such as unsuitable soil that would need to be evaluated at the forefront of the project to avoid any delays. In conclusion, a go, no-go analysis has been utilized to evaluate both projects up for bid by Brassfield and Gorey. Above you can see the Project 1 checklist that was used as a pre-qualification for the go, no-go analysis. A few of the challenges found in the results of the analysis include the lack of successful track record in this sector of work, the potential for financial risk should the project not run smoothly, the lack of a prior relationship with the project's developer, and the fast-track schedule required for the project. In conclusion, upon evaluating the go, no-go risk analysis, we have decided it would be best not to bid on the project one.
I'll introduce the second project that we will be considering for bid, which is a 1,000-foot roadway replacement consisting of 2 new bridges for the north and southbound lanes respectively. The project scope of work aside, there are several unique conditions that need to be considered when bidding for this project. The big limiting factor is the fact that heavy liquidated damages will be assessed on a daily basis, which almost requires that we plan for extra work crews and contingency into our project's budget to meet that schedule, which is 6 months. But a thing to consider here is that a $2 million bonus is being offered if the project can be complete within 4 months. So from the bid date of June 2nd, this would give us a completion date of October 1st, and the estimated cost is $14 million. There are several ways of breaking down risk in a project, and one of the easier ways of doing this is to take the various categories of risk and then holistically kind of blend them together methodically using either quantitative or qualitative measures to come at a cumulative sort of assessment of what the project's overall risk is. I'll start briefly with technical. These are the risk factors pertaining to the materials and the construction project work scope itself. Severe weather is pretty self-explanatory. We're coming up on a dry season, between August and October, so this is perhaps not as big of a risk factor as it might be in the fall or winter months. Risk of unforeseen conditions and variations in estimated quantities. These are just a part of the nature of heavy civil construction, which is very much quantity driven as opposed to firm fixed price lump sum driven. And then safety, likewise, civil construction covers a lot of horizontal ground, traffic, construction phasing. All of these things need to be factored in, and insurance and all of these things will have costs associated with them. Our overall recommendation is to proceed with this project and to bid with the intention of building it. This is a recommendation based on a thorough review of the scope of work, budget, schedule, just the logistics of it, its overall constructability, and as mentioned previously, just a holistic assessment of the various risk factors and how we calculated these made this project much more favorable as one that would be profitable and one that kind of aligns with the goals of our company, especially when compared to the first project presented earlier. So this is our recommendation that we're presenting to you.